I'm alive. My pretty flowers here. Pumpkin. Mm. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, I think that's a little too high. How's it going? I think we're too high. I might have to stand up. All right, no problem. Oh, how's it going? I just wanted to talk to you guys about a few things. A couple things. Yesterday I had touched on a few odd items. And I'm up here in DC where I have some good reception, so I wanted to talk to you. And I'm up here with Elle. Come here, Elle Bell, and Mr. Waffles, too. Here's Elle. Come here, Elle Bell. I don't know if you can see her or not. Say hi to Elle Bell. There's old Elle Bell. Say hi. All right, I just wanted you guys to say hi to the animals. Okay, so, trying to arrange this so you can see it. Okay, so, we still can't. Okay. All right, so, I was telling you about, these cloud beings that I had seen, in my dreams. And what they had done is they had called, they had come to me and told me a few things. And I mistakenly, and I was horribly wrong in the fact to do this, I called one of them dumb yesterday, and I want to reiterate. Basically, what this big thing is, it's curious. It's so curious and so uninfluenced and it just doesn't feel one way or the other. Uninfluenced, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but just uninfluenced, and wouldn't care either way, and would, when I said would eat us, I meant out of curiosity, not out of meanness or anything like that. So I just wanted to iterate that and then talk about the system in general. I don't know how many of you know this, but we all chase a cloud system. It started out for me where I was seeing a repetitive cloud in the sky over and over again in the DC sky. Excuse me, sorry, hair stuck. Over and over again in the DC sky, I saw this image that was a cloud. And it was weird, you know. My good friend, the Canadian Sunstalker, said, okay, well, if you see it, let's draw it. You know, you have to be able to draw it. And I did. I drew it. And as soon as I drew it, I saw it everywhere. It's almost like I brought it into my own existence. But with this new ability of cell phone and of live, we can automatically just show it to you. I can show you what I would normally just see myself, which is a new ability, and YouTube is providing a unique thing. Well, so is Facebook, but I think YouTube enables us to go into niches, to go into to be able to find each other a lot easier than you can on Facebook. Well, now you can go back on Facebook because of YouTube, and we can find each other. But anyway, so we were finding repetitive clouds, and that's how a lot of our channels came together, as we were all finding these repetitive clouds. Some people were focused on space, some people were focused on just the clouds itself, but we came together because we were seeing the same images both in space as a micro, and on our cloud system in our sky as a macro, as something larger. So that's how all these channels came together. That's how maybe you're a Planet X watcher watching someone who talks about clouds all the time. That's why. And what I've also found is I follow people who watch the Sechi and who watch things in space, and I'm seeing the same things in our sky and around our sun as they do in space and around the sun and space. So we started tying it together that way, and then we started naming these parts. And I've been into all that before, but that's how it initially started. But I think it actually initially started by it being found in space. I think it's a 7-star system in space, from what I can remember. I'm seeing it the first time, and all the channels were focusing on this about 4 years ago, but they were focusing on it in space, the red dragon in space. Well, I don't know how, I don't know why, but we're able to see it in our or skies. I think the sky watchers at the time maybe brought it in, you know, somehow, some way. But I don't think it's a bad thing at all. So you guys have a great Halloween. I hope you get out and do something fun. I think I'm going to try and go out. I have a butterfly costume. And if I do, I'll take pictures. If I can get I guess I'll get JJ to go out with me. But if I do, I'll send you guys pictures, show you guys a video or something. And yeah, I was thinking about witches and brooms and stuff. And whenever I do a cleansing every day and I burn sage, the sage that I found there at Mushroom Rock, every day. But before I do this, I clean my area and I sweep my area. It's like I sweep everything clean. And let me tell you, before I do any kind of, let's say, magic, any kind of cleansing, I use a broom every day. Every day. So I don't know if that's how that originally tied in, because ladies would clean their area before they would do these things, these rituals, and that's how it all got tied in. But I found it interesting and I thought I would share with you since it is the season. So let me go into the live. If you guys have any questions, it's showing me that there's no one here at all. So I'm assuming there's no one here. If there's anyone here, please let me know and send me a question. I don't know what else I would want to talk about. I've been looking into the seven spheres of creation and how they tie into the 7 spheres I'm seeing here in the sky. Hey, Narky Marky. What do you want to know, Narky Marky? Do you have a question, Narky Marky? I'm not saying I have the answers, but maybe I can direct you to the right place. And that's how this started for me. You know, we're all magnetically connected to each other, to our soul family, to this group, this tribe. Because we've already known, because we've been through this already. We knew how to find each other because we've had to do it before. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get into the, I don't know if anyone's here. I'll go back and look at questions in a minute, but I'll go ahead and get into the pyramids and what I've gotten from the pyramids. A lot of people are doing some interesting work. There's a guy, I'll maybe list his channel. He does work on what he calls the Phoenix phenomenon, the Phoenix calendar, which is really interesting and ties into exactly what we're seeing here in sky. But he's also doing some interesting work on what he thinks the pyramids were used for. And it goes right along with what I'm thinking, what I was telling you, and all that, let's use that as the foundation. Now I want to expand on that. Everyone knows that the pyramid's outer shell and the top, the crown, has been taken off. That's because what I've been shown and what I see is that the pyramid was the bottom part of a launching system. A 3-part boom, 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 choo, 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 rocket. I'm going to say rocket because that's the only word I have for it. Crystal. It was something crystal and twirling. Launching system. So when it launched, the top, of course, came off because that was the main energy source. The cap, the top, was the main energy source, like the battery went up with it, and it kind of blew off what was the outer shell of the pyramid. So yes, the pyramid was like this. I'm actually even thinking it was a square, and what got blown off of it was that top. That, you know, the pyramid, you add to it, it would be a square. So let's say the top portion of the pyramid came off when the rocket was launched, leaving the pyramid shape left without the cap, without the crown is what I'm going to call it, because the crown, it was the main source of information and the battery, main source of energy. So I see the 3 pyramids as a launching system. Yes, there is as much underground the pyramid as there is overground. There is all the workings inside the pyramid, but I think the main function of the pyramid and the end function of the pyramid, and that's why it is surrounded by desert today, because it made it that way. It fried everything. It scorched the land for miles when they did this. I'm not saying it was a good thing. I'm not saying it was a good thing at all. It might have even been the first deluge. You know, it might have been the end of Atlantis. I know the times don't add up, but I don't think that the timing is, the coding is correct on the pyramids, because of that big explosion of something of of cobalt, cobalt and radion, that it produced and pushed out and just scorched everything, killed the people, killed the vegetation, killed everything when it launched these three things up and off, and it launched people up there. Now, what I fear and what I wonder is if what we're not seeing, these crystal ships, are not us, them returning. But what I really worry about is what's following us, what's tagging the F along. It might even get here first. So that's all that I'm being shown. I hope it means something to you. I hope you have a great holiday and Halloween. Go out and be a butterfly. Become a new. Later. Hold on. Let's see the guys. Let's see Bell. Let's see old L. Bell. L to the bell to the L bell. Mr. Waffles. Come here, Mr. Waffles. Oh, Mr. Waffles. There's that boy. There's that boy. There's that boy. Poor Mr. Waffles is not doing so great. I'm really sorry to tell you guys this, but he is limping around. He has cancer on his leg, and it's getting bigger, and my boy will not suffer. So Mr. Waffles is not doing good. I'm coming up to spend some time with him. A little bit of time with the old boy. So I just wanted you to say hi to him. You see, here I tell you, he's not doing good, and he bounds away. That's just his nature. That's just the Mr. Waffles way. Bye, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great holiday, Halloween, if you want to call it that. Make the most of it. Whatever. Bye.